Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. We in here today, man. We're about to get it started. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, wherever y'all coming in from, man. Let me know. City, state, Providence. Basically, today we're gonna talk a little bit about Charlie. I'm trying to see if I can dig up as much stuff on him as I can. Um, but rest in peace. They had caught the actual unaliver of Charlie, and he is indefinitely custody. We know that he's a person of suspect. So he's a suspect, but it from the way everything looking is looking like he's the one. So we're gonna hit that bomber. We're gonna get started, man. All right, y'all. Let's start it up. Oh, check it out, y'all. We dealing with the channel that we using this uh content from, and I'm only running the actual audio of it. Is Night and Day Talk Media. They got some good channels, y'all. Check out Night and Day Talk Media. Check out the cartoon channel also.
Prince of Pan-Africanism Dr. Umar Johnson takes to his Instagram with a written statement in response to Charlie Kirk's death. While I did not agree with Mr. Kirk's rhetoric and consider him to be an anti-black bigot, I will never rejoice at the loss of life of anyone who hasn't directly participated in the unaliving of a member of the black African race. I am ashamed to see members of my community celebrating this situation. I will never ask you to mourn the loss of an enemy of our race, but to celebrate an unaliving is completely unacceptable. We know all too well that the greatest recipients of political assassinations in this country have been our own people. Stop laughing at the misfortunes of others and get prepared. Political assassinations have returned to the United States of America courtesy of the deep state. Conservative speaker Angela Stanton takes to her Instagram with a reaction to Charlie Kirk's death.
Listen, I just saw the video of Charlie Kirk being shot, and I am beyond disturbed. I love his wife. That man just had 2 children. Listen, I get sick of the racist rhetoric too, and Charlie and I have had our words. But this is one of the reasons why I've asked if we could pipe down with pushing this rhetoric to see this man harmed in this manner, knowing that he has a wife and children. It don't matter about skin color in this moment. That is a person, that is a human being. And then at the end of the day, when we get online and we push all this DEI and it's black people this and it's black people that, and come to find out this man has been shot by someone that looks like him, can we please, for the love of God, stop the hate and the division? This is why I would never stand on another MAGA stage again. Stop it.
Conservative political podcaster Candace Owens, who was good friends with Charlie Kirk, takes to her YouTube with an emotional reaction to his death.
You might not get it now, Charlie, but you will. I'm only a few years older than you, but I think you're gonna see things my way, and I think in the end, Charlie was going through a spiritual transformation. I don't think it. I know it. He was going through a lot, and there was a lot of pressure. And it's hard for me to watch the people who were pressuring him.
The way this man was taken out, though, bro, that shit was gruesome. It was one of the worst things I've probably seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like with my own eyes, just to see that, bro. Like that was horrible. That was horrible.
I don't know. Just say the things that they're saying. There's something about it that just feels really fake. Feels really fake to me. And they would have allowed him to lose and wanted him to lose everything for changing or even slightly modifying an opinion. And then to see them doing what they're doing today, it's hurtful to me. It's very hurtful to me. But I don't want today to be about anything other than you guys knowing that Charlie really was an amazing person. You know, he was like We were really close. And he was my best friend and my brother. And I will
That's
never
Candace Owens.
unsee the footage of what I saw, the violence of it.
And that's the part right there that kind of, messed everybody up, bro. You can't unsee what you seen, bro. Like, what you seen on that right there that was horrible, bro. Like, that was catastrophic, bro. Like, that was pure hate and evil and one act, bro. Just one squeeze of the trigger, man. That right there, that was very evil, bro. That right there was evil, dog.
I pray for the people who took any pleasure in that. I would never, there's not a single person in the world that I would wish that on. And least of all, someone with a heart like Charlie's. He loved his family, he loved his wife, he loved his country. And he didn't deserve that ending. He was really young. But I know that we will carry the torch. I will never allow the memory of Charlie to be forgotten, obviously, because there is no Candace without Charlie. We came up in politics together, and so I don't know what else to say, guys, other than in a lot of pain right now. And I love you, Charlie, and I'll see you when I'll see you. I love you very much. Thank you, guys.
Wow.
Stephen A. Smith reacts to people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk.
I'm a black man born in America. I know what problems that exist in this country. But I also know there's far more good people than there are bad people in this country, regardless of who you are, what your ethnic background is. White, black, Hispanic, and beyond. I'm in a studio here in Las Vegas, and I'm looking outside, and I see people looking at me and smiling and saying, "What's up, Stephen A?" They don't look anything like me. And I don't care, because they're showing me love, and I'm showing love right back to them. At some point in time, we got to recognize, can't just speak about it. Can't just give lip service to when such a vile...
This act right here is going to change America, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, this act is going to change America, bro. This right here, and it's crazy because the name of his the organization that he had was called Turning Point. And I think, honestly, this is a turning point for America. Mark my word, bro. This is going to be a turning point for Americans, bro.
Act takes place, and we're going to give lip service to the tragedy of the moment, and then within 24 hours, we move on with our lives like nothing happened. Something did happen. I don't care what his political beliefs were. I don't care what he felt. I care about the fact that a man was gunned down in front of two of his children who are 5 years of age or less.
5 years
That he's dead at the age of 31.
31 years old.
That his wife is a widow. That his children are fatherless. Because his ideas and his beliefs differed from somebody else, apparently. And then I'm going online and I'm seeing people celebrating it. Shame. Shame on you.
Crazy, dog. Shit, crazy shit, crazy. We going to Panda Press, man. Panda Press. How broken America really is, and we still talking about Charlie Kirk. America broken after this shit, bro.
How to find a person's location by their phone number. For example, if your brother is late coming home.
It's broken in 3 different ways. It's broken first in the people that are already going against each other. It spreaded them further apart. Then the people who is like...
Y'all cheering death on the timeline, like
on the... Okay, so the people that's like on the fence with it, like, they like, nah, we like, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. Like, if they feel either way, they still like, nah, that right there was wrong.
it's a team sport. Wow. Keep that same energy when tragedy hits closer to home. I'm not here to score points. I'm here to say this.
Y'all check out
If we
Panda
start
Press.
ending folks for opinions, the game ends for everybody.
People are feeling a sense of euphoria, and people are feeling a sense of relief that it happened. But I think it's really important that, and I keep saying this, that we quell this with a sense of stoic realism, and that this event has changed our political landscape, not for the better. Personal feelings towards him, even you wishing this on him a month ago, yesterday, 3 hours ago. Actualization of the event is the issue.
Listen, disagreeing ain't new. Folks been arguing since forever, but turning an opinion into a death sentence, that's a line we can't afford to cross. Taking somebody's life because you ain't like what they said, cool. Then what happens when somebody don't like what you say? That same hate can circle right back on you. And the wild part, nobody wins. Not the so-called sides you think you repping, not the people watching, not the family that gotta bury their own. When the father don't make it home, when the daughter gotta see her dad collapse in front of her, bruh, that ain't politics.
This was some of the nastiest work I seen in a minute, bro. Like, as an American citizen, bro, like, this right here is some of the nastiest work I seen as far as like politics goes. And like, I was young when what's the man name? Reagan, when he had an attempt on his life. But yeah, man, I was young then, but I do remember that. But this right here is epic.
That's tragedy. And once we make that normal, society cooked. Scroll your timeline right now. Watch how fast death turns into memes. People saying smoking on the Kirk pack, that's disgusting. I'm not showing that here because it's pure disrespect. Little punchlines, little gifts, like that man wasn't flesh and blood. Like his kid ain't gonna grow up replaying that moment forever. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight, I'm not even gonna show them clips here. Because why would I keep feeding that disrespect? We already lost a man, already scarred a family. Ain't no reason to amplify the mockery. That's the sickness. Social media turns people into avatars, into hacks, into hashtags. Once you strip the humanity, it's easy to celebrate a bullet. But reality don't stop at the screen, bruh. Families grieve offline. Funerals don't get retweets. That little girl's still gonna wake up tomorrow asking where her daddy went. And ain't no meme in the world that makes that pain lighter.
It's not wrong for you to hate his guts. It's wrong for you not to defend his rights. The way that people are talking about this is so gross. Not even like that they don't care that he's gone, but it's like everyone just forgot who he is, someone's father. What are you talking about? Does that suddenly forego? The issue was not that he was someone's father. The issue wasn't even that he was a person. The issue is that this changes our political landscape and justifies unaliving people for their opinions, even when they are not elected officials with direct control over legislation. We are approaching a societal norm. What you believe in or become too influential at the
facts. Hey, check this out. Y'all check out Panda Press. Panda Press is a great video.
Threat of being unalived. That's the issue. Not people not caring that he's gone. It's the violence that will ensue.
Death is clickbait now. Whole channels racing to drop breaking news before the body even cold. Headlines with fire emojis, thumbnails with red circles, dramatic music, voices pitched up, like somebody's murder is just another storyline in their content calendar. And the algorithm, oh, it loves that. It feeds it, boosts it, monetizes it. You get paid off outrage, off trauma, off families falling apart. That's blood money off the algorithm. And listen, that's why I'm not dancing on no grave here. I'm not throwing fire emojis on a man's casket. I'd rather tell the truth ugly than sell lies pretty. Because once you start celebrating bodies for clicks, you already lost your soul. And no amount of views, subs, or shares gonna buy it back. Let's keep it a buck. If you mad when your people get touched, but laughing when the other side gets hit, congratulations. You just proved you ain't got no principles. Right?
Hey, I feel like
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Right, wrong is wrong, period.
Cannot change.
You don't get to flip the rules based on who's wearing a jersey. That's fake morality, costume ethics. If it's wrong when they cheer for your downfall, then it's wrong when you're cheering theirs. Otherwise, you ain't fighting for justice. You just fighting for your turn to be cruel. And cruelty, it don't build nothing. It don't heal nothing. It only circles back. And when it does, the same energy you dished out, it gonna come looking for you. Think about what this really does. Who's going to speak their mind now? Who's going to stand on the stage or sit at a panel or even pull up to a debate if the price tag on your words is a bullet? Fear don't just kill people. It's conversation. And once conversation dies, all that's left is silence or violence. That's the real trap. Folks clap now like it's justice, but what you're really doing is building a culture where everybody watches their back instead of speaking their truth. And guess what? That silence don't protect you. It just keeps you scared. So yeah, debate, argue, disagree. That's healthy. That's human. But once we normalize bullets as the answer, ain't nobody safe. Not your side, not mine, not your kids in the crowd. And that's why this moment should scare all of them.
facts. Facts, bro. Them facts, my nigga. I'm talking about.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, can't nobody talk, bro. You liable to, you might go goddamn read a book to, bro. I'm telling you, bro, in the park, my nigga, and it can happen.
First it
Like,
was,
I mean, it's about
we got
3,000
the
people. This shit like a goddamn game
wrong.
and shit, nigga.
God.
Bro, it was that many people out there. It looked like a fucking a game was going on, my nigga. Come on, bro. Bro, there's like 3,000-4,000 people out there, at least 3.
Then another suspect. Then a rumor about a tweet. Then a whole new theory. Bruh, it was like watching TMZ play detective with real lives on the line. That's the danger. We living in a fog where speed beats truth. Everybody racing to be first. Nobody slowing down to be right. And in that mess, families don't get clarity.
And sometimes that's why you gotta wait, as you know, people that do like YouTube, like me or whatever, you gotta wait sometimes, because it's like, you know, you might be trying to see what the whole story is, so you can't just jump out there on a limb and say, they had got slapped off the bike or whatever by a car. Bro, it was some nigga came out talking about Woody was dead. I ain't even gonna go into what he said, because it's
Just chaos.
well, that's a whole.
That's why I say verify before you amplify. Because every retweet, every hot take, it just adds more smoke. Look, I don't care what colors you fly. Red hat, blue flag. None of that matters when a family's broken. Peace gotta come before points. But that's the trap. Every tragedy turns into a scoreboard. One side trying to dunk, the other side trying to clap back. Meanwhile, the coffin's still getting lowered. Y'all out here tallying likes while somebody's kid is tallying tears. That's why I'm saying, step back. Argue policy tomorrow. Tonight, respect life. Because once we normalize death as a debate trophy, it's over for all of us.
Yep.
And don't the algorithm gonna save you when that energy swings back around.
This a good one, bro. This a good one right here, my nigga. Like, hey, Panda, you did that, my nigga.
Damn, son.
Hold on. We gotta hit you one more time.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
And I'm gonna set one rule right here. For this channel, for these comments, don't celebrate death. You can disagree, you can argue, you can call me wild all day. Cool. But cheering when somebody's daughter just lost her father, nah, we not doing that
We ain't
here.
doing that.
Matter of fact, if you
We
really
ain't doing
think
that.
clapping for a bullet makes you righteous, step back, recheck your humanity. Because the second we stop seeing each other as human, we already lost the war. And I refuse to let this space turn into another graveyard with memes on top. If you here, you debate with respect, or you don't debate at all. Here's what I'm gonna leave y'all. Violence don't erase opinions. It just erases people. And once we start clapping for that, we're not just losing them, we losing ourselves. Think about it. Today is somebody you don't like. You might even hit retweet, drop a little laughing emoji. But tomorrow, What happens when a bullet finds somebody you love? Somebody who ain't even on no politics, just in the wrong place,
At the
wrong time.
Yep.
That's when you realize death don't got no favorites. We all yelling about peace, about unity, about a better future. But peace don't come from bullets. It comes from discipline. Harmony don't come from hashtags. It comes from respect.
Man.
And a destroyed family don't just hurt them, it hurts the whole community. The more homes with empty chairs at the dinner table, the weaker we all get. So yeah, argue, debate, disagree, that's human. But once you start taking lives over words, that's when you cross into a place there's no coming back from.
That's it.
And that's why I'm saying this loud. Left, right, middle, don't matter. If we keep killing each other for ideas, society's finished. And we all lose.
Man, check that boy Panda Press.
So here's a question for y'all. Do you think we've hit the point where people fear speaking their mind more than they fear staying silent? Or nah, you think this was just one crazy moment that won't change nothing?
Damn. We gotta find some more, let me see, what's law and crime. Okay, so let's see what's going on. We got the new, so that was yesterday. Let's see. Okay, 2 hours ago. Okay, why is it 2 hours? Why is that 2 hours old? So we're gonna look at this right here about the unalive. I think this before they caught him, but they got him like yesterday.
The birth of a new legend. You don't come.
Oh, I think the fight this weekend.
Breaking news, new video showing the moment that law enforcement say the shooter who killed Charlie Kirk got away. We also have new images from the FBI of the shooter showing distinctive features on the clothing he was wearing, like this shirt with an American flag and eagle on it. Also, where law enforcement said the shooter left critical pieces of evidence as the manhunt for this killer continues into a second night. This is a breaking news edition of On the Case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Let's get to the latest information that we just learned in this news conference with Utah authorities as they continue to search for the shooter who killed Charlie Kirk earlier this week at a political event at a college near Salt Lake City. Kirk, at this event, the 31-year-old conservative influencer, was shot in the neck. It appears he bled out very quickly on stage. That video that was circulating on social media, it is just too graphic to show you here. Kirk was then rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, this is one of the new pieces of information that we just saw for the first time in this news conference. It is video showing the moment that the gunman escaped, jumping off of a campus building. And this is the building that law enforcement say this shooter fired with a rifle from about 200 yards away and hit Charlie Kirk.
So it's like they not showing on Law and Crime. Hold on, let me take Law and Crime out and see what happened. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay, so, Republican activists. Okay. I guess we'll try to play this one. This CBS look like, hold on.
Overnight, the FBI released this new surveillance video in hopes of finding the person who killed Kirk. A person can be seen running across the roof of a building just after the fatal shot and then jumping down. After leaving Utah Valley University, that suspected shooter crosses the street into some nearby woods. Investigators say they found a high-powered bolt-action rifle there. The FBI also released new enhanced photos of the suspect. As you can see, he's wearing a black t-shirt with an American flag and an eagle on it, dark jeans, a baseball cap, sunglasses, and a backpack. Kirk's body was flown on Air Force Two, the vice president's plane, from Utah to Arizona, where Kirk lived with his family. A funeral is still being planned, and President Trump announced that he is going to attend.
Let's see what they got. What else they got on this dude? This Fox News. Let's see what they're talking about.
99% of people don't know about this free app. This app doesn't require any payment, and you can watch
I
thousands.
got commercials and shit. Give me a second.
Yesterday, you were at the 9/11 memorial. We were all watching that. And
Yeah.
J.D. Vance was supposed to be with you. He went out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which
That's
is
right.
very nice of you. Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah, can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else, but I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, okay? In custody, everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor, everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing actually when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr.
And
President,
he's in custody.
your suspicion was that he was radical left, and now you have more information. What can you share with us about his ideology?
Yeah, Lars, let me just, and by the way, Lars is doing a good job. What's going on?
Yeah, Mr.
I'll tell you what, I'm very proud of you. I said you were going to do well. Yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories at how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you have some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever. I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, you know, they said, whoa, it's interesting. We had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father.
When they put that $100,000 what they call it thing, $100,000 prize on your head, shit, your mama might tell on you, bro.
To a U.S. Marshal who was fantastic, by the way, and the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister, and I brought him to a U.S. Marshal who was fantastic, and the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but you know, I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in. As I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So you have breaking news, don't you, huh?
Thank
you
you.
always have breaking news, Ainsley. Sean's going to be very disappointed that we're not doing it on his show.
He'll be very thankful and appreciative of the
I think
police
so.
officers that got this guy.
They did a great job, everybody, and everybody worked together. Pam Bondi is incredible, by the way. People don't know what a star she is. She's incredible. And it all worked out.
Can I ask you just some clarification? So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal. And they took it from there, and then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, we got to go in, and they, so I understand it, and again, subject to change, but you know, the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for, but they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Did the father know about what the son had done?
I don't know. I'm going to let you get all those questions later because I can't tell you how accurate. The bottom line is they have somebody that they think did it.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kill.
You already said somebody that they think did it because they thought
This app turns your photos into AI videos.
3 other people did it, but they didn't have nothing to do with it. 3 other people, they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't the ones like they apprehended like 3 people.
With words I share often from
I know at least 2.
A friend, an author you've all lived in, who was asked if he was optimistic about our
this
country.
whole bunch of talking and shit. I ain't.
He said, "I'm not optimistic." He said, "I hate optimism." God, that sounds bad. But he said, optimism is a vice.
Okay, let's see.
It's this.
We're gonna go to a short. See what happens.
Breaking news, guys. So it looks like they found
Curly
the piece of
boy
crap
Chuck
that murdered Charlie Kirk. His name is Tyler Robinson. And the reason why he got caught is because his family saw his face on TV being plastered everywhere yesterday. Somebody recognized him and they called authorities. The moment I saw a mask in public, it said everything I needed to know about who he is. Of course, as I know more, I definitely will report to you guys and let you know what I'm finding out in real time. I'll do the best that I possibly can. But all I can think about is Charlie's wife and kids who were in the audience, who had to watch their father and husband be murdered in front of them.
Yeah, we trying to find something about this clown that did this stuff. Okay, this look like, okay, this is what we need right here. Law and Order, y'all. I mean, Law and Crime Channel.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
The words that everyone has been waiting to hear. We are following breaking news. This is the mugshot of the 22-year-old man who authorities say killed conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson is his name, and he was arrested overnight, roughly 3 hours south of where he allegedly fired that shot that killed Kirk in front of thousands of people as he was speaking at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, as part of his college tour. I'll tell you how Robinson's family knew that they were living with the person now accused of a horrifying assassination. This is a breaking news edition of On the Case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Well, first off, a major sigh of relief right now that this suspect is in custody. This arrest being...
This is brought to you by Law and Crime Network. Fair use. We just reacting to,
made overnight. Let's get into what we know about 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Robinson lives in Washington County, Utah. It's in the southwestern part of the state of Utah. It's roughly 3 hours south of where he allegedly killed Charlie Kirk as Kirk was speaking on his college tour at Utah Valley University in front of thousands of people. Now, I'll talk about how Robinson allegedly escaped initially, according to authorities. We'll get into that in just a moment, but I want to get into some of the things that we've learned about how this arrest went down. Utah Governor Spencer Cox spoke this morning saying it was Robinson's family that ended up turning Robinson in. They say that Tyler Robinson, this 22-year-old, had become more political in recent years. And family members said that he openly spoke about Charlie Kirk. He openly spoke about not liking Charlie Kirk and his views. In fact, at a dinner recently, before September 10th, when this shooting happened, he had mentioned that Charlie Kirk was going to be at Utah Valley University on his campus tour. Now, these are pictures that law enforcement put out yesterday in hopes that someone would realize who killed Charlie Kirk, and that tactic appears to have worked because Robinson's family looked at these images and they realized that Tyler Robinson was potentially the person who did this. And according to the FBI, Tyler's family confronted him, then with the help of a friend, and asked whether he was the person who did this. And after that, with the help of a friend, President Trump said it was a minister, they took Tyler Robinson to the police station in Washington County, Utah, so he could face charges for the murder of Charlie Kirk. Now, here is what Utah Governor Spencer Cox said about that.
On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger.
So here's the video that was released last night that allegedly shows Robinson escaping after the shooting. A huge question was, how could he get away, and how could he get hours away after doing this? Remember, police say that he fired the shot that killed Charlie Kirk from the top of a building on campus. He was about 200 yards away, fired a single shot with a high-powered bolt-action rifle, and that rifle had a scope. Robinson then jumped from that building, ran into a wooded area, and he left that rifle behind, which the FBI has, and they handed that over to their crime. Governor Spencer Cox says eventually Robinson got back to the Dodge Challenger that he drove to campus that day, and he drove away from Orem, Utah. And they say they were able to track him going south back to his home in Washington County.
This man was a homegrown, you know what? They call the folks from overseas that be doing things with, boom, we'll say that. He's a homegrown
Utah. Now, another key piece of evidence is the digital footprint that Robinson appears to have left behind, because Governor Cox also said that Robinson talked online on the platform Discord about picking up a bolt-action rifle with a scope with other.
See, people think in Discord that like everything's, that shit is, the police are gonna look at anything they want.
Users. Now, Cox does believe that Robinson acted alone, and no more arrests are expected at this time. We did notice in the social media pictures that we have found for Robinson that he appears to be wearing the same Converse shoes that the FBI talked about when they released pictures to the public, saying that he was wearing Converses with white soles, and you can see the comparison right there. Now, it is clear that this alleged attack was politically motivated, but it's not just because of who Charlie Kirk was, this major voice for young conservatives in this country who would draw major crowds, thousands of people to hear him speak and debate others, but politically motivated because of what was inscribed on the bullets that were found inside the high-powered bolt-action rifle that the FBI says that Robinson left behind. Now, on those bullets, there were several messages. That included one that said, "Hey, fascist, catch," and there was another that said, quote, "If you read this, you are gay." LMAO. Now, here's more of what investigators have detailed about the bullets and the gun.
I wonder what was on the bullet that actually hit him in the neck. I wonder what he wrote on that. That's sad. That's so sad, bro.
Spencer Cox, the governor of Utah, speaking at that news conference this morning.
So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark-colored towel. The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle. The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it. Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices, bulges, capital OWO, what's this, question mark." Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist, exclamation point, catch, exclamation point." Up arrow symbol, right arrow, and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow," And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay."
Do you want your phone to be like this? Download this app for free, and you...
This, you are gay, LMAO.
It is important to note that the death penalty is legal in Utah. It's also legal in the federal government, and Governor Cox has said this will be a death penalty case. Here's more of that news conference that happened this morning announcing
Oh
the
yeah,
arrest.
I already said that. I said that myself. I thought that in my own mind. I was like, yeah, you gonna get the death penalty for that, but you gonna get the death penalty. And that's Trump homeboy, they're gonna kill you behind that, bro. That's death, though.
The accused killer of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk.
We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU.
So he already
They talked about why they didn't like.
So basically, this man already knew Charlie Kirk was coming.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And like they say, he got more political. So by him being more political, bro, I guess thought he just was like,
damn, son.
Yeah, this crazy right here, bro. Yeah, I've been working on the beats.
Him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member
I got all kind of beats in here, bro. Let me see. Let me run up something right quick for y'all, boy, right quick. Hold on, Bridget. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, no, not that one. Man, hold on, what my other little beat at? Hold on, shawty, hold on. Hold on. Oh, no, this it right here. I done played some shit I ain't never played for y'all before. Hold on. That's even the one. Nah, this it right here. I think I had to do the rough. I thought it was trying to kind of, I had to play another version of it. Yeah, that's it right there, like. I fucked around and played a goddamn beat for y'all earlier, but I ain't never even played this shit on live before. That shit crazy. Oh yeah, but yeah, I play some more. Hold on, let me see. Cause you know I got some of them ones. I've been working on them. Let me see. They're like some Outcast type shit. Hold on, I'm playing a little bit faster. That's like some Outcast shit right there. Like, I made that shit on the fly. I did that online. I got a whole bunch of more shit, bro. Let me see. I know it's one up here I want to try there. I know I done played on live before. Oh yeah, that might be it though. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of shit, bro. Let me see. Shoot, this one rocking like. Oh yeah, this shit right here hard. Hold on. I can't. Hold on. Let me cut it down so if I play it, so I can make it go right. Let me see, bridge that. Hold on. That shit like. Hey, I put goddamn Ye on that shit. I put J. Cole. If Kendrick and them ain't got no shit going with J. Cole, like if they ain't no more beef, I'll fuck with them more. But I felt like J. Cole dropped out the battle just in time, so he could still have a career, you know. Drake kept pushing the gas on the pedal and got what he wanted. He got that medal.
Also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left.
So okay,
and a message referring to.
So we got that right there. We got that. I'm trying to see like a little, see if somebody put out like a documentary type style thing on this guy. That shit's sad, bro. Like that shit, bro. This shit like a movie, my nigga. This shit like a movie.
That is a great way to prank your.
Well, they have caught him. Yes, I'm saying him perhaps prematurely, but all police and other coverage has referred to this as a male wearing blue jeans. And
so this is the quartering. The quartering. I never seen this channel before. Well, we're gonna listen to what he got to say. The quartering, everything together.
And he was taken alive, which I did not expect. In fact, I feel like our government failed in that aspect. But that's neither here nor there. My name's Jeremy, this is The Quartering, covering this both on my main channel as well as my secondary channel because it's hard to keep up. And so I'm literally uploading from one channel to the next channel to the next channel so notifications get sent. So the Jeremy Hambley channel, I just uploaded the media's reaction to Charlie Kirk. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the political leanings allegedly of the individual that took Charlie Kirk's life there after this video. There's so much to cover. I'll be on this all night long. Make sure you keep it locked in and we get justice for Charlie Kirk. So I shared in a video earlier that it appeared that the individual was still on the roof after the event. Based on the audio, I believe it was after the event. Because you can hear what they're saying. I'm fighting through some major internet problems here, but we're trying to make do. We'll go while that loads. Turning Point USA has officially announced it. So with a heavy heart, we can confirm that James Charles Kirk has lost his life during a Turning Point USA's American Comeback Tour campus event at Utah Valley University on September 10th, 2025. May he be received into the merciful arms of our loving Savior who suffered and died for Charlie. We ask that everyone keep his family and loved ones in your prayers. When I saw the initial video, I was pretty clear there was no chance of survival. But look at this. Look at,
You would think that.
look at him up there.
So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying? Sure. He just ran from over, where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in. And now he's right there. Just saying, just getting right.
No, they saw it, but they didn't say anything. They saw it, but they didn't say anything.
This is before it happened.
Again, here you can see, shortly you can see him standing here and running across the roofs.
Yeah, he was.
It was a long time.
Damn.
Had to get incredibly lucky or be incredibly skilled to pull this off. In fact, there are a lot of people, which I'm discussing in the other video, some more theories. I try to keep only to what is known here on the main channel.
But shit, I'm like,
There are many
damn,
people
I
that believe
don't
there's
even
more
think
than
this
one person
motherfucker,
involved.
the way he
We're gonna
look,
talk
he
about.
don't even look like, he
Again,
look like he
Mitchell,
play that
200
game.
yards, someone knows
Look,
what they're
man.
doing.
The nigga look like he probably play, dude look like he play, what's the name of the game? Call of Duty or whatever, like, yeah, that's probably how he was able to do it.
Per multiple federal sources, Homeland Security investigators, agents in Utah have responded to the location. We know this, and we actually have this particular description, right? This description of Laura Loomer saying, this was a professional hit, someone with training who knew how to fire from a sniper's nest and then escape undetected.
But listen to this though, he's 22 years old. Like the dude that was caught for his unaliving, for Charlie Kirk unaliving. Brother, man, 22 years old, how he get sniper training? That's what I want to know. Where the sniper training, where did he get that from? Like I keep saying, not even, I'm just saying like, was he able to use the motherfucking game? Like, was he good on that Call of Duty shit for real? Like, I mean, but that's a game, bro, but this real life, nigga. You did some fine shit on that right there.
They could be on their way to take other conservatives. I personally think all conservative events this week should be canceled out of precaution until he's captured. Well, he has been captured. Now, a lot of people are pointing out to this old man that was arrested and barking out that he had the right to remain silent. A lot of people thought that he was a shooter, but other people now are believing that he knew about it. And that's because of other videos that exist. Now, again, to confirm, the subject for this horrific incident today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody. Thank you to local, state authorities in Utah for your partnership with the FBI. We will provide updates when available. Now, I have the audio. County Dispatch describing the individual, if you listen to this.
The CS building is just east of the library. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black mask, long rifle.
Outside the computer science building, jeans, long shirt, black mask, long rifle. So they had him in sight immediately.
Blue Honda Odyssey, no plate.
Allegedly driving a blue Honda Odyssey. I don't know what no flick means. I don't know what that means.
Blue Honda Odyssey, no plate.
Seems like he was on camera. They were probably watching campus security footage.
And he's 600 north.
We can hear him basically getting caught in real time here.
UVU. There was one shot. We are staging at the front of the school by the roundabout.
Is on top of the building on the far north side, just east of the library, wearing jeans, black shirt, black vest. We are regional currently.
I'm hoping when I see pictures of him, he is badly beaten in Minecraft.
Report from the 35. Other victims?
None. It's just Charlie.
Right, all incoming units you guys can cancel. We just have the one victim.
Not just the one, just the target, right? Now, here we have Republican Governor Spencer Cox of Utah saying that taking Charlie Kirk's life was in fact a political attack. It reminds viewers that Utah has the death penalty.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination.
Of course it is. Nobody actually thought otherwise. I'm hoping that I get to do yet another video later tonight showing this loser's face. We have some speculation on the Twitter account and things like that. I'm going to save for the other channel because we don't know for sure. But I'll do that video right after this.
We are celebrating 250 years of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked together 250 years ago, that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to two young children. He was also very much politically involved, and that's why he was here on campus.
Correct. I love that he's not covering, he's not
the power of free
mincing it.
speech and debate to shape ideas and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation, here in the state of Utah, have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals,
yeah, you about to, hey, they gonna fry him, dog. He gonna be fried chicken like.
then that very constitutional foundation is threatened.
Aren't you hearkened back? Aren't you being hearkened back a little bit to Butler, Pennsylvania? I know I am. All the same things. Here we have another guy running on the roof, armed. People saw him before the event. He gets off a clean shot, and then suddenly, oh, he's quickly arrested. I wonder if all the silverware is going to be gone from his house, too.
Now, you have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now to whoever did this, we will find you.
Zero. How do you take my business?
Hey, check this out, man. I did an hour. Y'all can leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification, please. And one. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.